This is Soundoff 60, Southwest Louisiana's premier sports show.
Moon may be over. You tell us.
Right.
How does Ed Orgeron handle that immense pressure in college football to win, and of course, what comes being the LSU head coach?
You understand the expectations of LSU. Have the same expectations of myself and my staff.
Yeah.
I've been at Miami. I've been at USC when you expected to win. That's the reason I wanted the job.
Soundoff 60 is presented by Merchants and Farmers Bank, where your future is our history. Also presented by Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar, home of Soundoff 60. And brought to you by Relief Windows, for replacement windows, doors, and storm force windows. ReliefWindows.com. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
There were turf wars across college football in the NFL and even in the high school ranks. A lot to talk about. Welcome back, boys and girls, to another edition of Soundoff 60, coming to you from Walk-Ons in Lake Charles. Guidry, Hobbs, Cerro, how do we rank in historic value LSU's rally upset of the Auburn Tigers? How do we rank it, gentlemen?
What do you mean historic value?
Historic value.
I mean,
how do we rank
win
this one?
year?
Yeah, I'm talking about historic. Does it even play? 10-point dog. All the expectations of doom and gloom.
They were underdogs. Yes, they were.
Cannot compete.
I mean, start off here in preseason, get here against Miami, get about here after Southeast, and now here.
Looks like the
after
stock
all.
market, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like the stock market.
It'd be right there. Well, one game I really have always said that put LSU in the big hunt was 2003, Saban. They ended up winning the national championship that year. But they beat in an afternoon game in Tiger Stadium. They beat Georgia. I don't remember what Georgia was ranked, but it must have been like 2 or 3, 4 maybe. And that kind of announced LSU was there.
Yeah.
And maybe this game announced they were back. Maybe it was just a fluke upset. We'll see.
We will see.
Yeah.
Kevin, in the realm of Ed Orgeron, last year's comeback of Auburn was big for him too. Is this one bigger?
I think this one's bigger.
Because it's on the road, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, when you go to somebody's house and take a win from them, Rick, that's big. I mean, at home,
And
Rick,
Auburn top 10.
there is a lot of advantages when you play at home that expectations are, you've got an advantage. But to go there and Jordan Hare, look, this is me, guys. The LSU Tigers, we've had question marks about different positions and different things like that. This is my thing. Don't you ever count that defense out. They had some plays where Auburn had some good plays on them. Yeah. But you know what? That secondary said, you know what? We're going to bend just like before, but we're not going to break.
Scooter,
and you got to credit them for that.
Delpit's a stud.
Yes,
Scooter,
he is.
pay attention.
Yes, he
Scooter,
is a
pay
stud.
attention.
What?
Does this also signify that you can't count Joe Burrow and that offense out? Maybe.
Oh,
I mean, come on.
You know
Let
what
me-
I saw?
4th down, 4th and 9, the long pass, touchdown.
When we talk about it in the next segment, I want to get more into Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
But what I saw was a lot of, I mean, this offense is not putting up numbers, okay?
No, it is not.
But I see an offense with a chance as this season goes on.
Yeah, to develop and grow. All right, we'll get to the LSU Tigers in round 2 of the show. We hyped, we amped Cowboys and Colonels. I asked Lance Guidry about the extra motivation, and it was interesting.
I loved it.
We're McNeese. We're supposed to beat Nicholls State.
Yeah.
We don't use Nicholls State as the
a
measuring stick.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I thought it was a great quote.
I love Lance.
Yeah.
I can't believe some of the things he'll say. I mean, that's not coach speak.
And that's why sometimes I like to gig him a little
That's like
bit.
I
'cause he'll-
said, they should have got the T-shirts. It's
But
just
yeah.
Nicholls State.
Look, this is a
having
big
a
win.
coach like Lance.
This is, I know they're supposed to win, but
Yeah.
this is a very good and a higher ranked Nicholls State team and a very good Nicholls State
But let me
team.
tell you
and
something
they really
else.
And
dominated
Nicholls
this
State,
game.
And they
this
did.
is not your father's Nicholls
No, it
State.
is not.
They've
Not
been
anymore.
good for
Look,
a couple of years.
This win couldn't have come at a much better time with the opponent they've got to play next week, which is BYU.
Right.
They're on fire.
Yes, they are. Big
They on-
upset
they on-
at
big
Wisconsin.
upset. Yes, big upset.
At
So
Camp Randall?
that win from McNeese against Nickel, couldn't have come at a better time for them to go into next week.
It was a great win, and they dominated. I'm sure the defense was looking to keep them at 3.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was a kind of a, a
But,
late 2 seconds on the clock to
it's
get
okay.
a touchdown, and they wear them down and they get the score. All right, Cowboys and Colonels later on in the show. And, boy, talk about needing to win. The black and gold needed to beat the Cleveland Browns.
Now, wait a minute. Does that
Let
qualify?
me tell you.
Pardon?
Let me tell
Does
you.
that qualify as
Oh,
a
it qualifies in the NFL. in
You know,
today's
Rick can
NFL.
take anything, but you know what?
I'll take anything.
If
This is a work in progress.
Well, I am all with not overreacting one way or the other. A win is a win in the NFL. But I'm sorry, they didn't win that game.
let me ask you this, Rick, Scooter.
You can't count that as a win.
I've been
Scoreboard,
around.
it's a win.
I've been
Go ahead.
around players like that. What do you think is going through Gonzalez's mind right now?
Oh, the kicker?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
I know.
felt for the guy.
Oh,
I
know.
really did.
Give
Rookie
me
kicker for the
first
Cleveland
ticket
Browns.
of the Cleveland.
7th round draft
Give me the
pick.
first ticket out.
You know,
Not
I'm
for
going to admit
long.
this.
Give me the first
Guys, I'm
ticket
going
out
to
of
admit
Cleveland,
it.
man.
At some point in the
He's
game, at some point in the
He's
game, I
done.
said, let him make this kick to at least force overtime, and then Breeze will win it to help him along and redeem
He could have
him.
redeemed himself.
That
and
was,
that's,
boy,
and I
that's,
was pulling for the kid too, Rick. I'm not going to lie to you.
Holy
Because I know that I've been around players. He's done. He won't
I
make
don't
it
know.
through the year.
I don't know.
He's
I mean,
done.
Minnesota's kicker blew it, and
He
they ended
won't-
up with another
he
historic
won't make it
tie.
through
The
the
best
year.
college kicker I've ever seen in my life got cut today.
Was it Costin?
yes.
He got kicked by the cut by the
Really?
Vikings. I knew it probably was going to happen.
Wow.
I mean, that's the best college kicker
I
I've
know.
ever seen.
I
He was
know.
at Auburn.
Wow.
He's a rookie. In fact, his little brother is now Auburn's kicker.
Do we go into our pause thinking if Gonzalez from the Browns makes most of the kicks, Browns win?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
they
no
win.
question.
Yeah, they win, Rick. I mean, you didn't have to ask that question. Yeah, they win.
All right, boy.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
don't
we're
think
gonna-
that's hypothetical.
Yeah, they win.
Yeah.
We're going to take a timeout here at Walk-Ons. I want to get into
Wow.
Fitzmagic at some point.
When
did
does
you
it
say
stop?
Ryan
400
Fitzpatrick
back to
on the
back?
field, and did you see him off the field with the Conor McGregor outfit
Oh
with the
my
chest hairs
God.
hanging out? It was classic. It was beautiful. We'll talk about that. Ryan Fitzpatrick beats down the Super Bowl champion Eagles.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
All right, short pause. When we're coming back, we'll get into Tigers and the Tigers from Auburn out
Wow.
on the plains. Big upset when Soundoff 60 continues. Stay right there.
Soundoff 60 is brought to you by Walk-Ons, Bistro and Bar, where great food, your sports, and good times roll. Stay here. The boys will be right back.
For nearly 85 years, Merchants and Farmers Bank has provided dependable personal banking for Central and Southwest Louisiana. I saw your new boat last week, Chuck. Looks like fun. We have 8 convenient locations, checking and savings accounts, online bill pay, mortgage and personal loans, even a new app that allows you to take a picture of your paycheck and deposit it. Can't wait to see your kitchen remodel, Pam. Come in today to open a personal account. Merchants and Farmers, your future begins with our history.
What do you call a great beer with more taste, only 96 calories, and 3.2 carbs? We call it Miller Lite. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
But Relief Wind is going to get quality. We're going to make sure that the job is actually ordered correctly. Experienced measure tech, experienced salesman, experienced installer. Service. Customer satisfaction. That's our #1 product. At Relief Windows, you're going to get somebody going to show up on time, do what they say they're going to do. Nobody's going to run with your money. We're going to take care of you. At Relief Windows, we're not only windows, we're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our #1 product is customer satisfaction.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Preparing a meal. It's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food That's our passion. A taste of Louisiana. Handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Drew's favorite season? It's seafood lanyap season, only at Walk-Ons.
22-21, the final. Welcome back to the show. LSU over Auburn. Last second, Cole Tracy, 42-yard, right down the heart of it. Field
It's not
goal.
an easy kick.
Boy,
not an easy kick.
Bet the Browns wish they had him.
It's not an easy kick,
This
man.
one had some twists and turns. Hobbs, pay attention. You're with me.
Yeah.
Biggest twist in this game. Biggest turn for LSU outside of the Cole Tracy kick.
Well, I would say the 71-yard touchdown
Okay.
pass.
Because
really,
it was quick, right? They
Yeah.
needed time. They
and
needed
it
to
kind
score.
of came out of nowhere. LSU really hadn't done anything at
Right.
all the second half.
Yeah.
Really, most of the second quarter. So, I mean.
Maybe even in the third quarter, too.
Well, that's what I meant. The second half until then. And it looked like it was just grinding its way to an inevitable conclusion.
Yeah.
And then that just seemed to lift LSU up. But they showed a lot of guts. I tell you what struck me about LSU, obviously the last 8.5 minutes, I mean, as tough as they played. But I was a little surprised. The way they'd been written off, even with the Miami game, nobody really thought they'd beat Auburn, least of all me.
Mm-hmm. No, you predicted Auburn to win.
Yeah. But you could almost see when they came out for the start of the game, they were confident. They really were, and I don't know where that came from.
Speaking of confidence, Grant Delpit, first pass by Jarrett Stidham, pick, leads to a Wildcat touchdown, literally a Wildcat formation. Talking about confidence, Kevin.
He keeps his
your
feet, he takes it in.
Well, your DBs, that was huge to set the tone.
But let me tell you
and
something.
then, of course, Joe Burrow
And you
comes out
know,
smoking hot.
ironically, when LSU fell behind 20-0 against Auburn last year, it was Delpit got beat on like an 80-yard, right over his head, 80-yard
redemption for him.
Your
Your thoughts, Mr.
And that's all good. But you know what? He gets ragged in the film room for falling. That's six. That's a pick six. Dude, you don't fall down on that. That's what he get ragged about.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something that I looked at, guys, and I don't know if y'all picked up on, that was big for LSU. Get this now. The pass interference. 6 of them.
Yeah.
Dude, if we don't get those, we don't
LSU
get
got
the
called
breaks
for
we
6
did.
pass interference?
Yes.
No.
We don't.
6?
I'm thinking it was 6.
Or
I was
6,
counting.
maybe
But
secondary
he's
infraction.
Secondary infractions.
He's
Yes.
never been one to check
But
facts.
Auburn had 2 in that final
Look,
drive.
Let me tell you this. If we don't throw the ball to get those, we don't get the first downs.
Well,
think about it, guys.
Well, maybe that's why
That's
were
how we
throwing
converted.
deep.
That's how we converted on a lot of those third downs.
Well,
we're pass interference.
The last pass interference call against Auburn, when I watched the replay, it was chintzy.
Boy,
Scooter.
I agree.
But
I
but
agree.
but here, the no call, the very play before that, just about the same pattern and pass.
Exactly.
Should have been passed.
Yeah.
interference.
It's just
It
so
wasn't.
tough. It's
You've
just
got
so tough in the game.
It is a tough call because you know what? The only thing the ref looks at is that the defender, if the kid can just get his head around, a lot of it's going to be a no call.
I know.
But if you're looking at the receiver, you're telling me you have the
you're
intent
waving
of pulling.
your arms and-
You've got the intent
Well, we're
of
getting
pulling on
off
him or
track
holding him.
here.
So that's the whole
and
thing.
I
though.
agree. You could tell from the start. And that crew they had, I recognized, the white hat. And normally, I think that crew does a good job.
Pretty good
but
crew.
they were kind of pissy from the start.
Yeah.
I mean, and they were going to call every little thing.
Then
made
not
some
to
good
get
calls,
not to
though.
get caught up in calls, but early in the game, that was an Auburn fumble. Why
It
the
was.
booth didn't
Yeah,
review it
exactly.
blows my
It
mind.
was. It
LSU wastes a timeout
even
and they don't review.
wasted
It
a
was.
timeout.
That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
was.
All right, let's
It was
move
a
on.
fumble.
Besides the calls, let's start with Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Hot, like you said.
Good and bad, though, but let's-
hot.
let's go good and bad.
Cole, hot again.
Yeah.
Stats doesn't blow you away.
No, they
but
don't.
made the
His
throws
stats.
when he had to.
He
4th
did.
and 9.
And let me tell you something.
4th
The
and
thing-
9.
The thing that I think LSU's got to come to understand, if you can give this kid time, he can make the quick throw. He can make the 1, 2, 3 step throw.
Yeah.
But 7-step, that scares me.
that
I don't
was
want to
big.
get him that 4 back with that offensive line. And they did a much better job, but sometimes he felt pressured and he didn't make the throw that he could have made on some of them. But the thing that gets me is this, guys. I hope LSU realizes that you can't run this kid as much as you run him in this game and expect him to make 9 games. Can't do it.
He doesn't like to
Because
slide.
I'm telling
we talked
you,
about it
yes,
last
Rick,
week.
and I'm telling you,
Thinks
Rick,
of himself as a
but
football
it's going to
player.
take a
These are
linebacker to get a
design
clean
runs.
hit on this
Design
kid.
runs. I know.
I mean, if
And-
they call your number to run, you're not supposed to slide. are
No,
you?
you got to run.
But the thing is, I would like to see them go to a Wildcat, give the ball a guy that's used to holding. He almost fumbled on that one hit. He almost fumbled.
Speaking of Wildcats.
You and all this almost.
Well,
You
what if he
realize
would've? What if he would've?
LSU is the only team in the country
I understand
with
that.
no turnovers.
Let's keep it like that. Let's keep it like that, though.
No
okay,
turnovers.
let's not encourage
If I
that.
had a flag, I'd throw it out.
He's
all
not.
right?
He's
Yeah.
not a running back.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying, Rick. Give it to a guy that carries the
I
ball.
got you there. But again, that goes into my next point. Insminger, Wildcat, quarterback running, different route trees,
Yeah.
different receivers. I
Well,
like what I
totally
saw.
different approach
I
at-
like
at
what
the
I saw.
passing game.
Yes,
I mean, they had to.
of course.
Because the much troubles they had protecting the week before,
Yeah.
they had to change.
What did Burrow say? We can't win without throwing the football.
Hey, no doubt.
Bottom line.
Here's my take on Burrow. Before they even, I'm just watching that last drive.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just calm as a cucumber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, he was your boy, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I mean, his body language was about as good as any quarterback. Keep in mind, this is his third start. His
At a new
first
program. Yeah.
first SEC road start.
Yeah.
And the guy was just, I didn't know if they were going to win the game at the time. I turned to somebody in the press box and said, my God, he looks like he's been doing this all his life.
Well, he's been playing quarterback
Well, he's
a
not
long
a freshman,
time, but
Scooter.
you're right.
He's not a freshman.
Yeah,
But he
okay.
hadn't been in that situation.
Yeah, hadn't been in that
He's
situation.
not a freshman, though.
Joe Burrow, Brandon Harris. Okay, when Brandon Harris, yeah, way down. Yeah, so they got. Okay, let me throw this in. We talked about the creative defenses. Do we need to talk about the defense? I mean, they are where they are.
They were supposed to be good.
They are where they are, man.
You know.
And
what we were
We're
talking
not
about
even in
the
this game if
offense,
it's not for the defense.
I'll expand a little bit. I mean, I don't know if it's ever statistically. I mean, they're 3-0, done something no team has done in 42 years, which is beat 2 top 10 teams in the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And they're last in almost every offensive stat
category
in the SEC.
but they have to be first in a huge one, and you know what it is?
Well, no
turnovers. Zero.
It plays itself
with
out.
a new quarterback,
It plays
and
itself
new
out.
receivers,
Well-
and new running backs, and an offensive line that's a little iffy at times. That's amazing,
yeah, you
guys.
know,
That is
and, you
amazing.
know, I kind of wrote it this morning, but a lot of the first 2 weeks, I mean, they weren't taking any chances. You know, if a guy
and
was
and
open,
smartly
they
so.
would throw it.
And smartly
but
so.
they had big
Yeah.
leads. They didn't have that luxury
Yeah.
Saturday. I mean, that 71-yard touchdown.
Got to make it.
That's one of the best. Well, that's one of the 2 or 3 best passes I've ever seen in
But
LSU.
LSU threw more 50-50 passes than I think I've ever seen them throw.
Keep
And you
it-
know what those are, right?
Well, I do. But
Okay.
keep this in mind, Kevin. You say, well, you know, Burrow's sitting back there, and maybe he, in this situation, he can't make that throw. Sometimes the non-throw is the play to make. Throw it away,
Yeah.
or maybe go to your
Yeah,
check
and
down.
he's
The
done that.
non-throw.
I agree.
He has.
He's
I agree.
done
That's
that.
critical.
I agree. He's
done
done
And as
that.
we go to
Yeah.
our break,
I agree.
the play of the receivers getting better. I mean,
Much better.
Sullivan.
Very much.
Much
I
better.
really
Holy
thought it
smokes.
was almost.
But guys,
It was their coming out
let
party.
me
Coming out party.
Let
is
me
right.
say this though,
Quickly.
Scooter, guys. When you got receivers that big, should you be afraid? Should you be
you
afraid
got to
to
make the
throw
catch,
it?
though.
But they hadn't shown it.
They hadn't shown it yet. It's coming.
The talent
Coming.
is there.
Well, we know it's there.
The talent is
LSU,
there.
right? They're your.
You've
it's
got
the
2
school.
receivers that's 6'7". Dude, what are you afraid of throwing? Come on, y'all
Mark
y'all
Eaton.
making much
Mark
of nothing.
Eaton was
Y'all
7'6"
making much of
in the
nothing,
NBA,
okay?
but he wasn't
He's
a Hall of
supposed to throw
Famer.
it.
We got to go
Yeah.
to break. When we
Throw the
come
ball.
back, it's Colonels, it's Cowboys, it's the matchup.
How you gonna
in
beat
the
off if you
hole
don't throw the
in
ball?
about 2 minutes when we come back to walk off.
Throw the ball.
Soundoff 60 brought to you by Merchants and Farmers Bank.
Enjoy a more reliable, responsible, intelligent, and connected indoor environment that easily adjusts to your preferences, no matter where you are. Uncompromising, unmistakable. Luxair. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
This is Brandon Holly, 6'2", former college football player. He and his steel crowbar can't get through this storm force impact window from Relief Windows. Call 337-456-1699.
For nearly 85 years, Merchants and Farmers Bank has provided dependable personal banking for Central and Southwest Louisiana. I saw your new boat last week, Chuck. Looks like fun. We have 8 convenient locations, checking and savings accounts, online bill pay, mortgage and personal loans, even a new app that allows you to take a picture of your paycheck and deposit it. Can't wait to see your kitchen remodel, Pam. Come in today to open a personal account. Merchants and Farmers, your future begins with our history.
Still swinging? Get your storm force impact windows from Relief Windows today. Call 337-456-1699. 456-1699.
Tired of ineffective radio and newspaper ads? Give billboard advertising a try. With over 250 billboards in the Lake Charles and Baton Rouge areas, AdSource Outdoor is a great way to get your business noticed. Call us at 337-477-4470. Get spotted with AdSource.
24-hour rule.
On Soundoff 60, we're getting amped up here. We've got Guidry going off on all kinds of different directions
I just
here.
slapped the 24-hour. I slapped the 24-hour rule.
A little bit later on in the show, Saints and Browns, the girls of walk-ons, and we'll say goodbye to a good friend of the show and all kind of stuff. All right, Cowboys and Colonels. All right, this was a big matchup.
Yes, it was.
This was a top 20 FCS matchup. McNeese 15th, Colonels 12th. I'm big in the rankings, okay? Because you got to start watching the rankings.
You have to start
as you get through it. All right, so this was a huge matchup. Gusher, rain delay, hour and 7 minutes, lightning all over the place. Is this game going to go on and remind me of Baton Rouge, lightning flying all over the place? Again, like LSU, interception, first play.
Yep.
Kickoff, fumble, recovery. Second literal play of the game, touchdown pass to LaWayne Ross, 7-0. That's how you establish tone. That's how you establish, I talked a couple of weeks ago about the will to beat your opponent down. And
I guess I think a little more of Nickel State than Lance Guidry does. I mean,
I kind of
Lance is thinking back maybe to his playing days when Nickel State was a pushover.
Yeah.
But they've been pretty good for a couple of years now. You know, I think
smart thing to say.
It's a game you
smart thing to say by Guidry. Come on.
Yeah.
Smart.
I mean, wait, look.
Smart.
Guys,
he's not giving them
look,
he's not giving them any. He's not giving them
Let me say this. Don't you think that his players are listening to what he's saying?
Oh, big time.
Hell, if you don't believe, why should they?
He had 3 of his stars in the press conference.
If you don't believe, why should they?
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
Yeah.
But he did surprise me a little bit with the veracity that he came out and said that. I mean, when it's like, they are not our measuring stick. I loved it.
Well, I get that.
You got
you
to.
know?
I
Plus,
don't see anything wrong with that.
I kind of learned, I don't know if it was reported in the American press. I didn't see it, but I'm going to take it for the way it was told by a very good source, that the Colonels were looking to fight them after the game.
Really?
There were several of their overzealous players during handshakes that were getting chippy. Yeah.
I
didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
But a good source.
I was there. I didn't see it.
It said, they were getting chippy. So maybe that came into play a little bit.
They,
all right, look.
They didn't keep it close enough to get chippy.
You're right about that. All right, this is a Cowboy defense that B.J. Blunt. I mean, I can throw
that's a good offense they shut down.
Chase Forcade led this team in rushing.
That's no doubt.
Because he was scrambling and running for his life
But
all over the place.
He usually lead them in rushing?
Well, I don't know. They got this kid out of Texas A&M who they got a couple of good running backs here, but B.J. Blunt, this linebacker, I mean, I can throw out all the little catchy phrases, Blunt force this, and Blunt force that. He is a monster.
He
nine
can disrupt
total,
some
nine
stuff,
total tackles, 3 sacks, 4 tackles for losses. What more can this guy do? And recovered a fumble.
He's a guy that can disrupt an offense quickly. And like before, we've said that when Coach Guidry was on that the McNeese defense was going to be a big part of the success that they would have. And I'm telling you, Rick, they gave their offense more of a chance to stay on the field to try and make something happen. And you've got to have that balance. That was one time going back to LSU when they was on the field for 17 plays, they got gassed. You can't do that. You got to help your defense out to where they can play better.
And I think that's what they did. At one point was Nichols had double time of possession.
Yeah.
Because McNeese scored quickly.
That's what I'm saying.
But Nicholls State, but the defense, again,
exactly.
Especially in the first half, would set the tone. A lot of 3-and-outs for the Colonels.
You give your offense
that's a very
more
good
of a chance to score, and that's what you want.
Okay, that's first team preseason All SEC.
That's what
Chase
you want.
Forkade.
Yeah, I agree.
Tyree is second team.
Yeah.
And that came into play in post-game comments, you know, in regards to the chip on the Cowboys' shoulders.
Exactly.
And I didn't kind of expect it because I've been writing all up into this game that the Cowboys would go into this game with major chips on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Major
because of
redemption,
last year.
Major
Because of
revenge,
last year.
And of
well,
course,
I understand that just from the way McNeese lost that game last year.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like Nichols cheated or anything.
No.
McNeese had nobody but themselves.
No,
to blame.
and they all say that. But what surprised me a little bit was the extra motivation from Lance, and I think it was a lot from Lance, not so much the players, is that because we all talk to coaches about preseason this, rankings, awards.
What does it
mean?
mean?
Fluff it off.
Yeah.
It's based on last year. Before you get it said, look, the other coaches in this league only voted one of my guys to the preseason All-SLC. They didn't have enough respect for my guys for what they did last year, and several of the guys were still.
Last year, I mean,
last year's last year, but this was a defense that led the nation and the
if
conference.
you're going to use that,
he used it.
Auburn should have had all the incentive for this last game.
Yeah.
Against, how'd that work out for them?
Really.
Okay.
I see his point. The Colonels had 6 players, 6 on the preseason.
Yeah, they did.
And he's only got one. So he used that. I mean, he was pulling a lot of strings,
Hey,
and it worked.
Whatever worked.
And it worked. All right.
Got to motivate
All
your players,
fair
man.
in coaching.
Another strong outing for James Taberry. Didn't blow it away. 135 yards or so passing.
Yeah.
But when he needed to make throws, like the first one and the corner route to Sutton, he was on. And, you know, efficiency.
That's
protecting
key,
the ball.
Rick. That's key. You got to be able to manage the field, man. When given something, you take it. Try not to force it. That's the biggest thing a quarterback can do, to try and force something to make something happen.
Yeah, smart quarterback.
Be efficient, and just
Smart.
if it's there, take it. If not, hey, we live another day to fight.
3-0, 2-0 in the conference, and now BYU. Let's talk a little BYU.
Let's do.
What was it? Did LSU play BYU? Was it
Yeah,
last year?
open the season
Last
in
year?
the Superdome.
Last
Remember,
year.
it was supposed to be in Houston, but the hurricane
That's right.
moved it to the
And that was a
Superdome.
bad
And I
BYU
remember seeing that. The McNeese was going to play them, and I said, this is McNeese's chance.
This is a beatable game, huh, Scooter?
Because
What you
I'm
was
going to
thinking?
tell you, that BYU team that last year, that LSU played, that's the slowest Division I football team I have ever seen. And I really thought McNeese could use their speed. Evidently, they found some fast guys in the last year.
Apparently, they watched that film
If you beat Wisconsin.
I spied them 2 weeks ago, and they got a defensive end, and his brother plays linebacker.
Got a receiver.
He's 6'9".
They got a receiver.
290, and it's Shuzen Kuzin.
Oh, I think he was on the team last year.
Holy smokes, he's a mammoth man.
They've got a receiver that's
But
unreal,
BYU breaks a 41-game non-conference winning streak at Camp Randall by Wisconsin. This is the number 6 team in the country.
Number 6 team in the country, they upset.
6. Badgers, Wisconsin.
They upset.
This is going to be interesting. This is going to be look. Cowboys are going to go out there and play what they think, and who knows? Who knows? Now that we see the real BYU, it'll be a little tougher than we may have thought.
I just, it's unfathomable to me they could be that much better in 1 year.
In 1 year.
I know.
Because that was a bad team last year.
But you know what? If the Cowboys don't win it, can they make it a game?
I think they can.
Can they just make it a game?
I think they
can
They
they just make
a lot
it a
of
game,
confidence.
Rick?
A lot of confidence. We'll take a pause at walk-ons. When we come back, it's New Orleans and Cleveland in the Dome. Saints are 1-1. Don't go far.
Soundoff 60, brought to you by Relief Windows. For replacement windows, doors, and storm force windows. ReliefWindows.com.
Preparing a meal. It's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana, handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Drew's favorite season? It's seafood lanyap season, only at Walk-Ons.
Every minute is a mile, dear. Check to check, year to year.
For nearly 85 years, Merchants and Farmers Bank has provided dependable personal banking for Central and Southwest Louisiana. I saw your new boat last week, Chuck. Looks like fun. We have 8 convenient locations, checking and savings accounts, online bill pay, mortgage and personal loans, even a new app that allows you to take a picture of your paycheck and deposit it. Can't wait to see your kitchen remodel, Pam. Come in today to open a personal account. Merchants and Farmers, your future begins with our history.
All right, welcome back to Walk-Ons, where everybody needs a little playing time. And everybody from the New Orleans Saints got some playing time yesterday. The defense, significantly better. But here's the upshot, post-game by Sean Payton. The list is about as long as this table about what they got to clean up. And, you know, I don't know, is LSU, and everybody's saying this now. And I don't know, maybe it's me, I just maybe miss it. Clean up. Clean up. We got to clean this up. Clean up, clean up, clean up. Everybody's cleaning up.
Well, you don't want to get the attitude that you got everything working right.
Well, the list
you don't
is
want
long,
that.
and he's right.
You don't want that.
The list is still long.
Well, I mean, you're right. Their defense, which the week before had been as bad as I have ever
they
seen.
were extremely motivated.
But their offense yesterday just stunk.
It did. And why?
I mean, I would never have dreamed they would miss Mark Ingram this much. And I knew they would.
It's taking a toll. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, and somebody besides Michael Thomas has got to step up in the pass.
Yeah, and they're trying. I mean, Ted Ginn, this Taquan Smith, he's got to start making some plays to get open.
Yesterday, you know, his numbers ended up okay. But I didn't even think Drew Brees played one of his better.
Oh, yeah, he admitted he played terrible.
But you know, these 2 fumbles in 2 games for Thomas.
Wow.
I mean,
y'all gave him a pass last week because I brought it up and I said he just doesn't do it and can't do it, and he did it again.
And it's gotten in his head. Did
think
you
so.
notice the rest of the game? He's running like this.
You're right.
He's got to run free.
He does, but you got to protect it too. Yeah. And then, of course, Ted Ginn.
Yeah.
I mean, right there in front of Peyton, holy smokes, he was about to, his head was going to explode. You can't have that.
This is the first time I've seen probably Drew Brees miss as many passes that I've seen in a while.
That's 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
He missed, and he admitted it.
And three first downs.
Watson and Ginn.
I know.
2 touchdowns.
I'm not worried about Drew Brees.
Nobody should be.
But I mean, the game's not even close if you make those throws, Scooter.
Nobody should be.
It's not even a game.
No.
It's over.
Mark Ingram is missed, and I don't know.
Cut him.
Alvin Kamara.
No, you won't cut him, Scooter.
Alvin
I mean,
Kamara is doing everything he can.
Oh God,
but he really is.
I just hope Kamara survives till Ingram gets back.
I mean, he can only do so much, Rick.
He's a freak.
They've been in games where they couldn't afford to rest him.
Yeah.
Give him a series or 2.
No.
But and you're right. He's playing probably the best on the team right now.
Well, Michael Thomas is up there too, but
they're going to get him. Yeah, he hadn't fumbled twice.
You're right. Good point.
I mean, he's 2 weeks out before Ingram comes back.
2 more weeks.
2 more weeks. Just God.
It's tough, boy.
Alvin Kamara. I'd love to talk and pick the brain of somebody who knows running backs really, really well. His balance is uncanny. It's uncanny. Something with his legs and upper body and core and his balance.
The way he was hit 3 times
and spin, and he's like a ballet dancer.
But let me tell you what's more of a threat than him than any back in the league is what he does best, guys. I've never seen a back catch the ball as well as this kid.
But he makes people miss too. You're right.
Yeah. Rick, can you imagine having a guy with his running ability that can catch the ball the way he does?
Yeah.
They need Ingram back to do that headbutt in the middle.
Yeah. So they're behind. And, of course, the Browns let them stay in. And, you give Brees openings, he's going to come back on you. And that's exactly what he did.
And
Thomas
Brees
with the short touchdown and another touchdown. Great catch by Thomas in the end zone.
I was watching this game, and I'm all ready to say, first week, worst defense. Second week, worst offense you've seen in a while. But at least the defense played good. All right, they get an unlikely lead. and then they let them throw one over the head.
Oh my gosh!
Was that a great
I mean,
pass?
Now, admittedly, it was one of the best passes you will ever see.
Give Tyrod Taylor credit.
God,
It's a crazy call, though.
What a
Fourth
pass,
down,
man. Yeah.
fourth and long, and he
Fourth
goes
down.
for the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Todd Haley goes for the whole thing, and he gets it.
So, to
Catch it on
me,
the
that
run.
even soured a much better defensive
I'm with you. I'm
performance.
with you. I mean,
But explain to me one positive thing the Saints can take out of that. I hadn't found one. I mean, I was expecting sometime today the NFL to step in and say, no, Saints did not win that game.
No.
That bad, huh? That bad.
You know, maybe I'm stretching. Will Lutz, you put him in a pressure situation, he's gonna make a kick. I know he missed one, but
Browns could, if they traded kickers, I don't think Saints win that game.
All right. They got to put it all together this week. Atlanta Falcons.
Okay,
yeah.
and
At Atlanta.
I will give you some hope.
Atlanta Falcons.
You remember
Off a good
how
win.
absolutely awful they looked the first 2 weeks
Yeah.
of last year?
Yeah. Who?
The
Saints.
Saints.
Yeah.
It was the third week of the season, just out of the blue, out of nowhere, because they didn't have the previous season as a reference last year. They go to Carolina. I think they were huge underdogs.
Yeah.
And just beat the tar
Yeah,
out
and blows them
of
out.
Carolina. Going to another division rival, Atlanta.
They've
Could
already
happen
lost
again.
to Tampa Bay. And look what Tampa Bay did to the Super Bowl Philadelphia Eagles yesterday. I mean, Fitzpatrick goes
How do
nuts
you
again.
They beat them. Can you believe it?
27-20 in Tampa. I don't think Jameis Winston's getting his job back
crazy,
anytime
man.
soon,
Oh,
obviously. I mean, and now it's the Atlanta Falcons who, maybe, of course, they got to solve their red zone issues. They're all must wins in the NFL. You got to win, but this is going to be a critical matchup.
It is.
Critical matchup.
I totally agree.
And this is an Atlanta team that's healthy. They got as far as I know, they got everybody there. And they got Calvin Ridley. I forgot that they have Calvin Ridley from Alabama.
Ridley and Julio.
And Julio.
Well, their back going down. I mean, the back went down in this past game.
Did he
Their
go?
running back,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Well,
so he's
I'm
out.
not wishing bad
He's
things
out.
on
The running
that.
back's
But,
out.
all right, Fitzpatrick. An NFL history-making two-game performance. No quarterback has ever, in the first two games, thrown for over 400 yards and 4 touchdowns in the history of the NFL. And we have Ryan Fitzpatrick's name next to
And
it.
he's been there, 15 years without ever doing anything.
Well, he's a
close to that.
15-year NFL veteran.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, and he's done a
He's
little
been a backup
bit,
for
but nothing like
majority
this.
of his career.
No, but he's never had the
he's been a
weapons
backup.
that he has. And look, his post-game deal, if you go to YouTube, it's just hilarious. And here's a leader, he's going to lighten the mood. Here's a guy who's got like 8 kids. He comes out in a black leather jacket. He looks just like Conor McGregor from MMA. The beard, the dark glasses, and diamond chains and gold all around his neck. And the jacket's open here with no shirt. And of course, he admitted with this chuckling, the chains are my boy off to the side. It's his chains, but it's my hair. It was, I was rolling. He admitted it was his hair.
And he's a Harvard graduate.
And he's a Harvard graduate. This is the kind of leadership that this Tampa Bay team has not had. All right, and this is going to make the race in the South interesting if he can keep it up, guys.
Not that.
With the weapons they have.
Not that race. It's going to make it hard for somebody to get their position back when they come back off suspension.
Will they keep him on the team? Holy smokes. Saints and
How do you get your
Falcons,
job
huge
back after
game
that?
in the South. Huge game in the South. This will be an early telltale.
Yeah, it will
early
be.
telltale. There are a lot of games to come.
To me, the Saints have got to have another receiver step up. And my thoughts I've always said it doesn't matter who plays receiver for the Saints. Breeze will throw them open. They'll be
You need
fine.
that go-to guy.
The slot guy is missing.
Yeah.
You need
slot
that go-to guy. You
they've
do.
gotta
Austin
have
Carr
somebody
hasn't
step
found that
up.
chemistry yet.
You need that go-to
He
guy.
hasn't found it
You
with
do.
Breeze. Short timeout. We're coming back in 2 to walk-ons. Don't go far.
But Relief Windows is going to get quality. We're going to make sure that the job is actually ordered correctly. Experienced measure tech, experienced salesman, experienced installer. Service. Customer satisfaction. That's our #1 product. At Relief Windows, you're going to get somebody going to show up on time, do what they say they're going to do. Nobody's going to run with your money. We're going to take care of you. At Relief Windows, we're not only windows, we're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our #1 product is customer satisfaction.
Preparing a meal. It's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana. handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Drew's favorite season? It's seafood lanyap season, only at Walk-Ons.
Every minute is a mile, dear. Check to check, year to year.
In the Lake Charles and Baton Rouge areas, AdSource Outdoor is a great way to get your business noticed. Call us at 337-477-4470. Get spotted with AdSource.
For nearly 85 years, Merchants and Farmers Bank has provided dependable personal banking for Central and Southwest Louisiana. I saw your new boat last week, Chuck. Looks like fun. We have 8 convenient locations: checking and savings accounts, online bill pay, mortgage and personal loans, even a new app that allows you to take a picture of your paycheck and deposit it. Can't wait to see your kitchen remodel, Pam. Come in today to open a personal account. Merchants and Farmers, your future begins with our history.
All right, welcome back to the show. Guidry, Hobbs, Sarah, we've got a number of rounds in the books already. Speaking of rounds, maybe if we have time at the end. I told you, Alvarez over Triple G. More on that later in the show.
Yeah, Triple
Girls
G
of
had a bad
Walk-Ons
day.
and the goodies here at Walk-Ons. We'll show you that as well. High school
Always.
football. It took a while, but the Bar Bucks cracked the top 10. Number 10.
Yeah.
But this was it beat Ponchatoula? Riverside Academy, I don't know a whole lot about them. And then they come back and they slam St. Louis.
And St. Louis, yes.
But
beat St. Louis pretty
this is
handily.
with the history that Barb has.
First win was the best team.
Yeah,
to play.
yeah, but they needed to crack.
Well, good for the
Had
Bucks.
anybody had a weekend like Sam Houston running back Gerard Duhon? Do you see the numbers on this guy? 208. I want to get it right. 285, 3 scores, 4 catches, 57 yards receiving. 57 yards receiving. I mean, I know it's high school.
Yeah.
I know it's early in the year.
Yeah, but that's a lot.
That's a lot. And this is a
That's a lot.
this
Proud
might
mama.
be
That's a
this
lot,
might be
man.
The year Sam now it's
That's a
Sulphur
lot.
and Sam Houston this week. Okay.
Yeah.
That could be an interesting game.
Sam Houston. It's like, look, and I can't cite you all the stats. But this, in general, this is a team that's had trouble finding traction. They'd have a few games of a good season, but then they would have a not so good season the next. It's rolling it over and momentum and building the program.
I agree.
And that's a big school, and they've not. But this might be the year they find some traction. They've had some good teams now.
They have. Rick, in
They've
the
had
past.
some good teams, and
They
they had
have.
playoff teams. But yeah, Sulphur rallies
That's
on
going
the
to be
road.
a good game.
Bird is traditionally tough in Shreveport.
Yes, but you know, kind of
Up and down.
I don't know what that means this year.
Yeah.
For them, but yes, they produce a lot of good players.
Yeah,
they do.
Sulphur on the road, all the way to Shreveport, beating.
That'd be a good game.
I mean, it's a tight game, but still a good win for them. All right, so district is heating up. Barb at Lafayette this week, Como at LaGrange, Iowa at Jennings, Lake Charles Prep at Westlake. Non-district, Washington Marion. Winners this week, finally. They travel to Beauchene, and Kaplan and Kender should be a good matchup as well. Around the SEC, I was a little surprised. The Rebels, the Land Sharks. What is this?
Yeah,
we haven't really talked about this.
Sharks.
I think it's goofy, but
I think it is too.
Land Sharks of Ole Miss.
You know the
62
new mascot,
to 7.
You know you just struck a nerve with me. The Land Shark mascot itself, the head.
Yeah.
The shark.
Isn't bad.
No.
But what makes it goofy is him wearing a football uniform.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what kind of uniform a shark would wear, particularly a land shark.
Yeah. I don't know
But
either.
Get
Scooter.
rid of the regular old Ole Miss football uniform,
Just
and
wear
you got
a gray.
potential
Just
there.
wear a gray suit with the fin on the
Now,
back. I mean, do you do that?
I'm offering that to Ole Miss as advice.
Free of charge.
I can't help them with their defense.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I thought they would put up a bigger fight against Alabama.
I thought
But
they'd
Rick-
score more points.
Rick,
I did too. Yeah, maybe not a fight, but more points.
You know why you say that? In years past, they've been pretty. We always look at them like that's
Yeah,
the team that
they've
can beat
beaten Alabama.
Yeah, but now I don't know what's going on, man, with the Ole Miss.
It was, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago, the story, and they had to get away from the Confederacy.
The rebel.
But
The rebel,
some
yeah.
linebacker, blood in the water, and, the land
he
shark.
did that.
But that was when they had a really good.
Really
They
good
started
defense.
calling it their land
They had a
shark
good
defense.
defense.
Yeah.
And it was a good defense.
Yeah.
Kevin. Nothing like that now.
Land Sharks will pull the rights to that.
Yeah, they would be down
I just don't get it. I don't get. All right, Georgia, Mississippi State routes. Vanderbilt gave number 8 Notre Dame a good run. The Commodores coming up. The Commodores, come on, Kevin, get on the Commodores.
Give Vanderbilt credit. They had a chance to win that game.
They had a chance late. They had a chance late to win that game. That's a pretty good defense. All right. Big win now. I was mistaken last week when I said Aggies and Crimson Tides.
It's a big game this week. It is. Let me tell you, it's a big
Fisher
game.
against his old coach, his mentor, I guess, and Nick Saban.
Yeah.
And this is at Alabama, right, SEC boy?
Yeah.
In Alabama.
It is.
This is an Aggie team that took Clemson to the
wire.
They
did take Clemson for a ride. I'm telling you.
Clemson.
They could have won that game.
That's
Clemson
all
is right
fine
there
and
with
good.
Alabama.
They could have won that game.
That's all fine and good. I haven't seen one thing out of Alabama this year that lends
me laugh.
to think anybody can beat them at home or away on the moon or Mars. It's not going to happen.
Rick, let me tell you
this is looking like the best Alabama team yet.
Let me tell you something.
Gosh.
We always,
look, hyperbole, come on.
Hey,
but let me just say this.
Alabama fans,
Come on.
Alabama would always have this pedestrian game manager quarterback, and Alabama fans
They won a lot, didn't they?
Yeah, and Alabama fans always thought he deserved to be in the Heisman talk.
Yeah.
For a guy who couldn't start at half the other school. And I always wonder what would happen if Alabama got a real Heisman candidate quarterback. Well, now we're finding out.
Look, this Mounds quarterback for A&M, again,
he's
against
good.
Clemson's defense.
He's good now, Rick.
I don't know. I give him a puncher's chance, Kevin.
He's
do
good,
you?
but let me say this. This is what happens, guys.
I give him a puncher's chance.
The advantage that Alabama has over any team in the country is that they've got a number 2 quarterback that can start for any team in the country.
What does that mean?
Why? He's never going to play.
Even if it's going bad, even if it's going bad, most teams, if something happens to Burrow, what's your thoughts in any game?
Well, we
if
don't really know. We know who it is.
What do we think?
Good
okay.
All right, when you're
but
going
my
that
point
far,
is this,
when
Rick,
you're going that far.
That's what gives Alabama the advantage every week. You can't hurt us. You can't.
I don't know if it's every week, but
Rick,
okay. I mean,
every
they got a
game
great
they
backup.
go into, Rick, if Tua's not playing well, guess what?
All right, let me shift. Let me shift here. Could you bring up, look.
It doesn't matter who they play.
I got you, Kevin.
It doesn't matter.
If I understand the rules, all right, this NCAA rule, you can play up to 4 games before October, whatever.
No,
and you can
it's
redshirt.
anytime.
What?
Anytime, yeah.
Oh,
It's
anytime.
anytime.
And then you can take.
Yeah.
In fact, if you get to where there's only 4 games left, you might as well go ahead and play.
Rich. Yeah.
Because they won't lose.
Do I understand right that Jalen Hurts can transfer in mid-year? He's got a
Well,
point
he
where-
would have to graduate.
Would he
I
have
thought
to?
he- I thought he could transfer.
I thought he'd have to graduate, though, to do that.
Well, he'd have to graduate to transfer without sitting.
Without sitting.
Yeah.
He's got some options, but I got to research that. I thought sure that he, at some point in the month of
I thought
October
you would have
he
to
can make a
graduate,
decision. He
though.
can transfer. I don't. He hasn't graduated, has he? Yeah, Jalen.
Oh,
no.
well,
No,
I
he
can't
would have been
imagine.
made. No, I don't think he did. He would
think
have
so.
been
Okay,
made.
anyway,
No,
all
I
right.
did.
But how about Ole Miss plays Alabama, and both quarterbacks are from Hawaii?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only you would come up with that,
Yeah.
SEC boy. Interesting, though. Interesting. They got to recruit
I
more in
just-
Hawaii.
Yeah.
And is it not Tua's brother in Hawaii?
Yeah.
That's
And
playing
they
now.
say he's better than Tua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've
playing
read.
You always hear that.
I don't
Well,
know
yeah.
that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Rick. I don't
LSU
know
might
about that.
find their future
I
quarterback
don't know about that.
in
But,
on the Big Island.
Alabama just has so many advantages from other SEC teams. It's just, it's hard to go in playing Alabama.
It will be
saying,
hard
what can
for
we
Fisher
do
and the
to take
Aggies.
them, take something away from them?
Yeah.
And that's what most teams do, Rick. When you try to beat them, you say, what can we take away from them?
Look for a fun game, though. Look for a fun game. Aggies and Crimson Tide.
It's gonna be a good
All right,
game.
a lot more. I know the final round. The girls are walk-ons coming up, and a few more tidbits when we
Yes.
come back to walk-ons. Stay right here.
Every minute is a mile, dear. Check to check, year to year.
Enjoy a more reliable, responsible, intelligent, and connected indoor environment that easily adjusts to your preferences no matter where you are. Uncompromising, unmistakable. Luxair. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
Preparing a meal. It's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana, handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Drew's favorite season? It's seafood lanyap season, only at Walk-Ons.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
All right, welcome back. We want to introduce the lovely Brianna and Addie joining Soundoff 60. The girls of Walk-Ons, they always bring the goodies.
Good food.
Brianna, we'll start with you and the knife. Boy, is that an ominous sign there? I don't know if Drew Brees can wrap his hands, and he's got big hands. I don't know if he can wrap his hands around that.
That's a big burger, Rick.
Yeah. This is our hickory burger. It comes with bacon, cheddar cheese, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and it's dressed with lettuce, pickles, tomatoes, and mayo.
Bacon, bacon,
Wow.
bacon, bacon,
All right,
bacon.
how many onions?
3.
3 onions.
Yeah.
3.
So Kevin, you'd probably take the bun off and grab the onions and then go with that way. Would you kind of?
I would do it with him. I would eat it with the
just
onions.
de-dress it.
I would get it with the onions.
All right, Addie,
I want it
that
all.
is scrumptious shrimp. Now, you don't
Yes.
call it that. I'll
This
let
is
you
our
call it.
boom
With...
shrimp. It's just fried shrimp tossed in our boom boom sauce.
That's
Might
a favorite
be.
here.
I know that's one of my personal.
That's a favorite. It is.
That's
Oh,
one
yeah.
of my
It's really
personal
popular.
favorites
All right,
here.
so
It
is anywhere in the restaurant the actual ingredients or recipe for the boom boom sauce? Is it listed anywhere? Or is it secret?
It's cocktail sauce.
Oh,
and
she's gonna give the
mayo.
recipe. I like
But
it.
there's a secret ingredient that I can't give away.
Okay.
It's
She was smart about that.
exclusive,
Okay.
All right.
confidential
What
information.
if Brianna
It's
took the
kinda
knife
spicy,
out
too.
of the
That's what I
burger?
like
Would
about
that
it.
threaten you to release that if she took the knife out?
No.
I'm kind of scared actually to do that.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
The knife.
Those are pretty
I like
spicy.
the
I
knife
like
though.
it.
It
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
keeps
I
the
do.
burger
I
all
do.
together. It kind of
does.
keeps it all
No
together.
doubt, Rick.
Brianna,
It looks
Addie,
good.
we appreciate it.
Thanks,
Great
guys.
food here
Thank
at
you.
Great
Walk-Ons.
dishes on
The
tonight.
best ever
Thank you.
I'll
across
box it up
Southwest
for you.
Louisiana.
Those boom
Thank
boom
you,
shrimp,
ladies.
boom.
Yes.
We appreciate
All
it.
right.
The
Boom.
hickory smoked burger and the boom boom shrimp.
Yes.
All right, gentlemen. Well, let's do a couple little NFL notes quickly. Did anybody see the hit? This has to stop. The hit on Cam Newton by an Atlanta Falcon defensive back. The gist of this, gentlemen, and I'm not the biggest
didn't
Cam
see it.
Newton fan. I mean, he just helmet to
Yeah.
face mask.
Yeah.
Newton is sliding, and he just
Yeah.
Newton
Well,
just
compare
doesn't
that
get the
to-
respect.
Compare that to what was called in the Packers.
I know.
Vikings
It's
game.
mind. Well, of course,
It
the
is
guy was kicked out.
mind-boggling.
The guy, the
Yeah, he
Falcon
should've-
was
I
kicked
mean,
out.
I mean, you
Oh,
knew
he
that.
was.
Oh, he was kicked out.
I thought
Oh,
you
yeah.
would tell me
Oh,
to
no,
let him
he
get
almost
away
took
with
he
it.
almost took Newton's head off.
Yeah.
Kevin, is it Newton just doesn't get the respect
I don't.
from the
Is
other
it-
players?
Is it just because I'm Scoop, Rick?
It can't
There's
be
not
because
many-
he's 6'6",
Yeah,
260.
but see, that's what I'm saying. Players think that you've got to hit him to bring him down.
He's down. He was.
Cam is about the biggest quarterback in the league. Am I
is.
correct in saying that? He's
Yeah,
by
I
far
would
the
guess
biggest.
he is.
Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, all the good ones, Brady, whoever, they're doing that. I don't think the kid does that. I'm sorry, I just don't. I
Now,
just I
was
don't
it
know.
a late hit?
It
Or
was
just-
late. It was
But see-
blatant. It was
Okay.
criminal.
I mean, was
But you
it
gotta
just
see
like
it.
a targeting hit?
Yeah,
or
every
a
time.
late
what I'm
Scooter,
targeting hit?
Was it just something that he couldn't help
It was
himself?
unconscionable. It was a bad hit. It was a bad hit.
Well,
I'm more concerned.
He was out.
If that is roughing the passer against the Packers.
On Clay
yesterday-
Matthews?
On Clay Matthews.
And
I have
that's-
not seen that
I mean,
play
to
yet.
me, he put his palms out
Yeah.
to break his fall
Right.
on top of it, and yet they got him for that putting all your weight on.
you can't.
Speaking, let's circle
you
back
can't
around to
stop that.
LSU quickly. I don't know the player. I think he replaced Chasson, number 46, to sit him on the sideline, up in the face mask.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a big penalty.
Oh, a huge.
I think it
penalty.
led
That-
to an Auburn score.
Well,
I
it
think.
led to the first Auburn score.
That's right.
Auburn had done nothing.
did.
And they're
before
getting off the
then.
field.
Yeah.
They're getting
They're
off the
leaving.
field.
It was
You're
a third
right.
and long. Yeah.
And look, coaching is hard, but That's discipline.
You got to be
Kevin.
disciplined. That's it.
Discipline.
That's
I
it.
agree with you.
I mean, he
on
was
that.
right there. Just keep your hands down.
And
Those
the
are things-
targeting call that LSU got in the game.
Who was that
I mean,
on?
that was textbook, John Battle.
Okay.
That was textbook. They'll use that one to say, you don't do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
textbook.
And what was the other one on LSU, Scooter? The taunting. Who was that on?
Oh,
Well,
that was
the
on.
assumption.
I couldn't figure out who it was.
No.
they
Kevin
said
White.
it wasn't him. They said it was not on him.
Well, they said,
said it wasn't.
during the game that it was on him, but it came out today it was actually on Michael Divinity.
That's
Really?
In fact,
Yeah.
Devin White he said, I'm a good guy. I don't want that on me.
And I don't blame him.
And he
because-
probably.
and I didn't think it was
and
that
I don't
bad
know
when he
what
did that.
Divinity. Nobody
the
ever
Cam Newton
said
deal.
what Divinity did, but I was thinking, yeah, that isn't the nicest thing to do because it
Yeah.
kind of mimics Cam Newton, you know, from Auburn.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
when I really thought the officials were getting kind of
I know.
picky.
All right, this week
I
it's
did.
McNeese at BYU. LSU
Big game,
returns home
Cowboys.
to take on Louisiana Tech. We
Yeah.
haven't really talked about it because it's LSU Louisiana Tech, but it could be fun. They better up the game and
They
get
will.
ready for the gauntlet,
Last
if you will.
time
They will.
LSU played Tech, LSU only won by a touchdown.
Keep that in
Well,
mind, Tiger fans.
they're
All right,
ranked number
Kevin?
6 now. It makes a
Look,
difference.
we want to take a quick 20 seconds to say so long to Mallard Cove Director of Golf Pro Derek Smith.
Yeah.
Been
Good
around
job.
here running Mallard Cove for 15 years.
Derek's been around a
Great,
while.
great golf pro and really
really
spearheaded
ambassador.
Great
junior
friend of
golf.
this show,
Yeah.
too.
Junior golf, great friend of Soundoff9. He's moving to Texas, going to start a new business and another chapter in his life. I think his last days at Mallard Cove is going to be somewhere in early
Congratulations to
October.
Derek.
I do want to help promote a tournament. It's called the C'est La Vie tournament.
Yeah.
To kind of say goodbye to
C'est La Vie.
Derek. It's
Yeah.
coming up this Saturday. Call the Mallard Cove Pro Shop for details. He'll
That's
be out
pretty
there
cool.
running another great tournament. But thumbs up
Yeah.
to Derek
Big time for
Smith.
all what Derek's done
Great
here for
work
Southwest
in
Louisiana.
junior golf. I know my
I agree.
son Zachary was involved with it, and he did a lot of
We
great
helped
work.
Derek start that
What'd
with
you
the
say?
parish.
A great ambassador for the game.
Yeah.
No
of
doubt
golf.
about it.
No word on who the city is going to, I don't know if they've made a decision yet to bring in a pro. And, he has run Mallard for 15 years, and ironic
It's a long time.
that he's leaving when Mallard is going through all these changes.
I just wonder if they're related. I really do.
Who?
The building the new
Oh,
golf
Yeah,
course.
if that
might
is.
be.
I agree.
So long, Derek. We'll see you next time. Great show,
Take care.
Guidry,
As
Hobbs,
always.
Sarro. We'll do it all again next time, everybody. So long.
Soundoff 60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 4 Monday through Sunday nights at 9 and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10. Soundoff 60 also airs throughout Southwest Louisiana on Vive Broadband Channel 6 at 9 p.m. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the guys and access our website and our great advertising partners at soundoff60tv.com.